Doctor with today's Live in 5. Today is Tuesday, January 19th. It is 5 p.m. So let's talk about digestive enzymes. Okay, it's a supplement that personally for me has changed my overall health in the past few months for the better. Okay, so let's compare your body to a new car. A new car functions perfectly in the beginning, but requires regular maintenance and fuel to stay in good shape. But regardless of that, over time, things will begin to malfunction or break down. That isn't to say that you can't keep the car in the best shape possible by replacing key parts at appropriate intervals, but simply filling the tank with gas isn't going to cut it in the long run, if that's all you do. Okay, so consider the fact that your body works much the same way. From the day you were born, all your body systems have brand new, fully functioning parts, and everything is fueled by the foods that you eat. Okay, but your body also requires regular and proper maintenance to function at its best. If you fail to feed it the things that it needs to remain in balance, it will begin to break down just the same as a car would. So feeding it a healthy diet is the key, but are there other things? Are there other pieces to the puzzle than just food? Now, in a perfect world, every bite of food you eat would contain all the essential nutrients you need, including the digestive components necessary for those nutrients to be processed and converted into the building blocks your body needs to repair and sustain life. But unfortunately, we don't live in a perfect world. So whole living foods grown in healthy soil contain most of the elements you need. But in today's world, such foods are increasingly harder to come by. Now, as a result of heavy processing and other convenience factors, our food is often what we call functionally dead. Okay, as a result, our bodies have a hard time getting the nutrients out of these foods. Our bodies make bile, gastric acid, pancreatic juices, etc. to help break down foods, but the body actually relies on the food itself to meet it halfway, in a sense, in providing the conversion elements within the food to begin with. Now, these elements pre-digest that food and extract its nutrients before your body even has to introduce its components or its enzymes. Now, these conversion elements are known as enzymes, and they're the foundation upon which human life exists. They are needed for every chemical reaction, think back to chemistry when you were in school, that occurs in our body. Without enzymes, nothing happens, and the longer the body has a persistent enzyme deficiency from the lack of the nutrients or the enzymes in the food, the greater the chance it will malfunction, like a car that suffers mechanical failure from lack of proper maintenance and fuel. Okay, so we're not really much different. Now, the good news is the human body is designed to produce its own enzymes to aid in food digestion. It also has the ability to compensate for enzymes lacking in processed food or otherwise enzyme deficient foods, but only for a short period of time. Okay, but here's the bad news. The body is limited in the types and amount of enzymes it can produce to supplement a poor diet. Eventually, it will exhaust its own reserves. Like the check engine light's going to come on and all bets are off at that point. So enzymes are key. Now, there's a lot to talk about. So you're going to have to stay tuned until Thursday when I continue talking more about this and probably into next week, because I personally think this is one of the keys to better overall health for many people. And if we don't start supplementing in our diet and in taking supplements, your health will continue to suffer. And this is an area of supplementation that is pretty easy to address, but you just have to know about it. So stay tuned, okay? Thursday, we're going to talk more. So on that note, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you again on Thursday for another Live in 5.